When do you want to do the...
we'll do this at the end.
We do it at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a surprise at the end. Because it was crazy. I mean, they had explosions. They had every celebrity in the world. They had Central C.
Yeah, they really throw everything in there, right?
Yeah, really.
It's not like less is more, it's more is more.
I wasn't born. Just so you know.
All right, let's go ahead. Next. And now I see it. Oh, it's a bit embarrassing.
Again, this is a great example of don't judge a brand on a logo. I think
that would be my next question.
Yeah.
We don't really know who's done that, right?
The thing that I don't really like is
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the brand review. So we review brands. We talk about everything around brands. We do interviews. And today we have a very special topic. We're talking World Cup. That's why also we have the two football experts.
yeah, it feels like we're the
here.
the football correspondents at the brand review at the moment. We did the BVB video together, and
Yeah, we love to talk football. The World Cup is on right now, and there's also a lot of touch points when it comes to brand. So that's what we're talking about today.
yeah, it seems like a crazy time at the moment. There's a lot of going on. There's like so many ad campaigns, so much graphics, especially around the World Cup graphics, and then the spin-off events from that. It seems a bit like a bit of a crazy time to be, I don't know, in advertising or design for that.
100%. And you can see like who we are supporting, right?
Yeah, I've got the England Palace nightclub, which we'll be talking about later at some point. Very happy to get that.
Yeah, that's a sick collab. I have to admit, we don't have that with our German jersey.
No.
All right, cool, Alex. Then let's jump right in.
Yeah, so I think to start off with the World Cup branding itself, like the logo came out a while before the actual brand identity did, and it's a classic. The logo out of context is always different to the logo in context with the brand. So it got a lot of hate when it first came out. It looked like people were saying things like, I don't know, when you have 5 minutes to do a brand identity, all this usual hate and stuff like that. But I think since it's come out and people have actually seen the whole context, it's been received super well, actually, across the board.
Yeah. I just looked at the logos from like the two World Cups before, like Qatar and Russia. Oh man. Okay, we're going into this later anyway.
Yeah, we'll go into all that later.
But yeah, so I can already say I prefer definitely the newest logo.
Yeah, me too. It's bold. I kind of like the letter forms as well of the 2 and the 6 together. I think it's kind of got that kind of like punchy, bold. I don't know. It kind of just reminded me of like American design studios around and having something that's quite, I guess, contemporary.
Yeah, there was a time in 2000s when this kind of super bold numbers and letters, so they became more like a graphic rather than a letter. Were quite popular. And I think it's quite cool.
And it's definitely interesting having an image of the actual trophy in the logo.
That's like a real part of the logo, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And I think, it is part of, I think, the logo system, but also when it's used throughout, it's a cutout version of that. So then that becomes like a silhouette almost. And you can see how it changes on different backgrounds. So it's like a flat version and it's like a purely graphic version. And then there's the version with the picture. And even here,
it's a bit psychedelic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite crazy. I mean, like we're just looking at the animation of it now with all the 2s and 6s coming out. It kind of reminds me of was it Mexico 86? Was it World Cup or Olympics?
What?
Yeah, the Olympics, the 68 Olympics. That's what I was talking about. It kind of has that kind of feel of the Tiger coming out from.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. which is obviously a design classic, and I should know that off by heart. And I'm sorry to my design lecturers for not remembering that one. Kind of has that kind of feel to it, but it's in much more of a modern and like, I don't know, graphic way, and as well with the color palette as well. I think super strong colors, a lot of colors.
It looks more Mexican than American or Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where the World Cup is taking place.
Oh yeah,
in 26.
This is one of the host cities' like introduction videos, so they're using a lot of the graphic devices, but also they've created a whole graphic pattern system as well around that has some sort of reflection on the place that they're at. I think it looks quite cool, to be honest. And they each city has its own version of this and its own kind of unique patterns, I think.
Okay, right, that makes sense, because I was just wondering the shapes before were a bit more like that they were derived from the numbers, are a bit more fluid, and here we have very geometric shapes.
Yeah.
But if that is specifically done for Mexico City, then it probably makes sense.
Yeah, I've seen a few of these, and they kind of have a different thing. So I think the Miami one has some sort of like palm tree kind of vibes to it. And it's like they've all got their own graphic system.
Yeah. You notice that at this video on YouTube, we're just watching a video on YouTube, the indicator that shows you where you're at in the video is a football. I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's quite cool, huh? It's these kind of little activations that you see around, right, that kind of make it a little bit more special and a bit more interesting. I mean, Google does that, the Google Doodles every time, but I don't know. It's fun to see it elsewhere.
Okay, I got it. I have to say, yeah, I don't think, too many shapes can also, take a bit away from a strong, consistent brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay. They use the color palette and they place it within the logo, like here. So
yeah, I think what makes it work so well is the motion attached to it. Yeah. I think that's what kind of ties it all together, because without that, I think that you've got something that's quite old school in a way. Like it's kind of got like kind of a heavy graphic system, but with the addition of this like kind of dynamic animation to it, it gives it life. It gives it the energy that you want,
And honestly, what I said before as well, looking at the identities before, I really like that this one is like flat and graphical and not like these 3D kind of graphics, like a bit cheesy. And yeah, so I'm actually, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about that a bit now. I mean, we're just looking at all the logos from the past years, and I think the one that starts to go back to ones I like is, I mean, Korea's kind of cool, but the USA 94 one looks sick, and the France 98, they're the kind of like hard-hitting graphic ones, whereas, I don't know, from Brazil...
Oh, Germany, now I just asked you before, I can't remember how the Germany version looked like, and now I see it. Oh, it's a bit embarrassing. The Italy one was actually the first World Cup where I was like old enough to kind of get interested into it. And that I remember they have a really cool mascot as well. That was quite iconic. Yeah, probably because for me it was my first real World Cup. Yeah.
I wasn't born then, just so you know.
All right, let's go ahead. Next.
Yeah, and then just looking at some of the micro animations, like they've done a really nice job of just including that kind of system with inside of like, the score when like the England 0, Croatia 0, whatever comes up. They've kind of created this kind of nice system, and they're using this consistent color palette that feels really nice. And like you just see like the borders around the edge of things with these colors. It's fresh, it's nice, it's bold, it stands out. I mean,
also typeface fits.
Yeah, it really
well
does.
in there.
Yeah, I really like this type. I think this typeface works well, but the thing that I don't really like is this "We Are 26." I think the 26 works on its own as a logo, but then this "We Are" part section, they've tried to make a typeface out using the similar kind of system to how they've made the 26. And for me,
it has a bit too much details, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it needed to be a bit more proportional. Like the W just feels a bit off for me. I don't want to like be critical of like, because I love the brand. I think it's cool and it's great for a World Cup. But that's the only the slogan part is the only thing that I would probably want to do differently.
I actually have never seen that, and I mean I'm watching the games and not seen this.
I've seen it on some of the like out of home stuff,
Yeah,
and like around the stadiums, like in the pre-match stuff, and yeah, it doesn't quite work for me, you know. But I think the actual typeface works pretty well.
I also like it in the stadiums actually. I mean they have these massive American football stadiums with you know, like in terms of LEDs, I think they are probably like the on top of the world when it comes to stadiums and these LED walls, and it looks really cool. Like especially the colorful patterns they created. So that's quite nice.
Yeah, it gives you the energy you want in a World Cup.
Yeah.
This celebration, it's great. Really good job. So yeah, here's another.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, that's their YouTube banner.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find graphics for this was not the easiest thing as an ongoing thing.
There's no proper case
No
out there, right? Like
but we think Book did it.
That would be my next question.
Yeah.
We don't really know who's done that, right?
There's no like real press around it, which I find kind of odd.
It feels like, because it doesn't look like this is done by an in-house team, because I think it's quite good, and usually, I mean, of course, you can bring in like really good people for something like this together. I mean, it could be the case.
Yeah.
But I could also imagine that just the companies who worked on that they are like per contract not allowed to officially speak about it.
Sure.
I mean, it would fit to like what the FIFA represents and stands for, right?
Yeah, to be fair. But we did see that, like, I don't know, a couple of studios have posted a few bits and stuff, but yeah,
they were not really saying, "Oh, look at our new piece of work."
Yeah, no, and if
a bit like
you would have thought as well, like if you'd done this, you'd want to shout about it in a way, you know. So like, I don't know if anyone has any information. It'll be great to know because give props to the people who deserve it, because it's a really good job, I think. When do you want to do the?
We do this at the end.
We do it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got a surprise at the end. We can cut.
Okay. It's a big surprise. Now it's cool. I would wait till the end of this.
Sure.
What we haven't done this for quite some time. I think this is a good time to do it again. To score. To give it a score.
Okay.
What would you?
What do we do? Out of 10, or are we doing stars?
Out of 10, always.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I mean, thinking about the real world things of like clients and actually applying such a big identity across so many touch points, and you know, like, it's a big brand and it's got to work well in a lot of places, right? It's quite hard to make these kind of graphic systems that will actually work in real life and across a lot of things. So that's really cool to see. I'd probably give it an 8.2.
8.2.
8.2.
Cool. 8.2.
What about you?
So what I like about it is that is, you know, it's very graphical. It's very simple. It's very bold. And compared to like a lot of other event identities from the last, let's say, 10 to 20 years, this is definitely one I like a lot. I like the motion. I like the choice of typography. I mean, the color palette has to be very colorful. I think it's also very difficult because it's Canada, USA, and Mexico to have some visual element that brings them together. I think that's very difficult. So it doesn't represent like any of those countries specifically. So that works as well for me. Yeah, I'd love to. Actually, would be cool to see a bit more like a proper case and get a bit more information about who this actually has done. Get a bit more
maybe a bit more
background information.
Yeah, a bit more concept and why.
Exactly.
And all that sort of stuff.
You know, it's really, you just have to, you know, grab everything yourself, which is fair enough. It's fine. And anyway, score, I would also give it an 8. I think
Yeah.
I also had an 8 right away in my head.
Did you?
Mhm.
Nice. Well, we're on the same page. But yeah, this is like again, this is a great example of don't judge a brand on a logo, I think.
Yeah.
And let it play out and see how it goes. Yeah. So yeah, like we said, there's a lot of things going on around the World Cup. It's a great time to kind of get your name out there. And we can't really talk about animation and graphics without talking about Studio Dumbar. Well, it seems like we talk about them all the time, but they are one of the best studios in the world, and they deserve that title. And yeah, today we'll be looking at the Apple collab that they've done.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's all these kind of brand moments during these kind of events, right? Where, like, I don't know, sometimes brand forced to, get those moments with a lot of money to get attention. But sometimes it happens more like coincidentally. But it's always interesting to look at these little moments that also get then through the internet. And Studio Dumbar, it's like a motion system, right? For Apple TV.
Yeah.
I don't know, they show the World Cup games. I don't know, maybe in the US.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think they have the rights here in Germany, but yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's when it comes to the aesthetic, it's a bit similar to I feel like with the patterns, right? With the graphical elements and the very colorful color palette.
Yeah.
It's a bit similar to the actual World Cup identity. But it is a bit more complex, right? And there's a bit more variety when it comes to different kind of patterns.
Yeah.
They brought together. But I have to say it looks lovely.
But yeah, the motion's really nice. It's super smooth. They always do a great job, right? And it seems like they've created a brand system that can be applicable across so many different touch points again, but you can create new assets quite easily, quite nicely for all the different games. Like they're all different, but they all feel like the same part of the same graphic language, which is great.
Yeah, it's a nice approach as well for this kind of teasers.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And also, actually, I wanted to just talk about the typeface. I assume they've designed this typeface. Well, it's really nice. this numbering system, it's really nice. It works really well.
All right, so that grabbed our attention. What else?
Okay, so I think
yes, that's
big topic. Actually, we're doing it now. Nike versus Adidas, the battle of the two rivals, or the two biggest rivals in sport right now. It seems crazy what's been going on in the last 6 months of these campaigns kind of churning out.
They really throw everything in there, right?
Yeah, really.
It's not like less is more, it's more is more.
Yeah,
and
more is really more in Nike's case, right? Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy kind of crazy time. I mean, they both put out 2 massive adverts to kick off their campaigns. Nike went for chaos, it seems. And Adidas are kind of looking back and having a bit more of a story and a backstory behind all their things, and it's quite interesting to see the two banners together.
Yeah, definitely check out. We put the links in the show notes. Definitely have a look at those 2 spots. There, I mean, in terms of production and storytelling, they're like, of course, very well put together.
Yeah,
they're quite long. It's not really necessarily something you would see on a TV.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, they'll clip it up shortly.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't really see many TV adverts these days, but
yeah, but you have also some background information, right, on those.
Yeah,
spots.
I mean, it seems like we could just start with Adidas, I guess. It seems like they spent, according to the BBC, around £50 million on making that advert, which is crazy. And the whole thing is the backyard legends, and they go through this story with Timothy Chalamet kind of being the key figure. Really, he's like the narrator of the kind of the advert, and there's a football game in the backyards in, I assume, New York, and it's all about these legends. And one of the big talking points is not just all the big celebs that are in it. is the CGI that they've used.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there's some AI models, but we've got Beckham looking young. We've got Zidane and Del Piero.
Yeah, it feels like when you look at this, it feels like you expect nowadays that this could be done a bit better, right?
Yeah, it was obviously done, but it was still fun to watch.
Yeah,
because
sure.
they had like cool little moments of changing Beckham's hair. It was like, oh, was it the bald Beckham or was it long hair Beckham?
Yeah, so they kind of made a bit fun of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. And they weren't trying to hide the fact, I don't think, that these were CGI. But I don't know, the story that they told on these backyard legends, I think it like also wraps up with something that we'll talk about later in the clothing of like the nostalgia around the brand, and they're looking back a lot to bring forward, you know. And I think it helped with the whole concept around this year's campaign of them using things from the past, you know, to help push the brand even more in the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, off the back of this, I mean, there was a couple of collabs. I think Bad Bunny was in the video, and he's got an Adidas collaboration now, and
yeah,
Lionel
I mean,
Messi.
there are like a lot of celebrities in each of these spots, and
Yeah.
it feels like every celebrity has a collab for the World Cup as well.
Yeah,
So it's a lot.
it really is the year of the collaboration, right?
Yeah.
It is everything everywhere. It's hard to keep up. I mean, like we were talking about this in the office earlier, and I forgot about the Nike Travis Scott campaign. You know, like it's hard to remember all of these things. I've been mainly focused on the Palace one because I've been trying to get this. So yeah, and then there's the Nike advert, which is mental.
Mm-hmm. How much was this one?
I don't actually know. I assume a lot because it was crazy. I mean, they had explosions. They had every celebrity in the world. They had Central C. They had Kim Kardashian. It was mental, right? I mean, it's a funny story. The concept is that it was an advert that the players didn't like the director, so then they went and made their own kind of thing and ripped up the script and did what was the unexpected.
I mean, also comparing those two spots, maybe, and you have a list of all the celebs which were in the Nike one.
I did ask ChatGPT, can you give me a list?
Yeah,
and this is what it gave for me.
When it termed the number of celebrities, looks like Nike won. This better.
Yeah, really.
I honestly, I was more into the Adidas one.
Me too.
Just this, I think the story like caught me a bit more.
Yeah, totally.
She wanted to find out what happens in the end. Also, the end was a bit underwhelming, so
yeah,
not to take away too much before. And the Nike one was like was not really unexpected, right? I think we have seen this kind of thing before, where the players run around.
The Brazilian World Cup.
I think it was
this one.
Yeah.
Where they're in the airport and they're boarding the airport and their flight's cancelled and they're running around.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that one a lot. Like that was the first thing I thought of when I saw them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was a great campaign. That was a great advert.
It's like on the pinnacle of, I mean, how many celebrities can you put into one TV advert, right?
But I think they were also like,
I think the reaction to this the next World Cup, I think it will be like the opposite, probably.
Yeah. It does feel, like the peak of all of this collaboration celebrities. I mean, it did feel like they were kind of laughing at themselves for, they had Channing Tatum as a fake Erling Haaland double, which was quite funny, to be fair. Like I was like, is that Channing Tatum?
And you have numbers, right? Like how many views? That's the YouTube views, or what was it?
Yeah, so I think this is the YouTube views. I mean,
that's crazy.
Pulled off the BBC again. Adidas, 7 million views, which isn't that much for a video.
Did you check it on YouTube?
Yeah. I checked the Adidas one. I didn't check the Nike one. But then Nike, 76 million views.
That's 10 times more, right?
Really?
That's a lot.
So it seems like data-wise and I guess shareholder-wise, Nike will be much happier than the Adidas crew. But for me, as well as Jan, my favorite was the Adidas one. I feel like it took more of a story and way more cinematic. It could have been an A24 film, you know, like it had like a cinematic feeling to it and stuff. Whereas Nike was everything everywhere all at once. Another A24 film, I think, but still, yeah, crazy difference in the numbers, right?
Yes, I thought that. I mean, I didn't expect them to be at the same level, but not that far away from each other, to be honest.
Sure, I'm going to double check. 76 million views
Crazy.
2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago. Wow, that's mental. Maybe that's for, let's say, the young generation with like the short attention span. I guess the Adidas one is probably too big of an ask then, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
You really need
the
to-
Nike one does really service that attention span.
Yes, you just go in there, just grab a couple of moments, it's probably enough, and you get hyped. And the Adidas, you need to spend some time with it, I guess. Yeah, that might be a reason. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
What else do we got?
Well, I mean, then obviously Nike and Adidas are not advertising companies. They are clothing brands. And they have continued the battle there as well. I mean, again, like we said, this is kind of the year of collaboration. And something that we talked about before is is fashion and football coming together, you know? I feel like this is, again, the pinnacle of all of that, though.
Yeah. More is more.
More is more right now. So, yeah, I mean, we can start off with the Nike campaign, which has got the Nike and Palace collaboration.
We had a big hype about this collab here in the studio. So
yeah, Paul, who's obviously not here today, was very excited and was texting me a lot minutes after the drop saying, "Did you get anything? Did you get anything? Did you get anything?" But we managed to both get some pieces, which is really nice. Very happy about that. And I wore this shirt to watch the Croatia match the other day. And I think me and Paul were outnumbered, out 50-3 England fans in the pub. So, yeah, but this collaboration super sick. I think they've done a really good job with this, and it seems like all of the Nike collaborations are done, I think, with somebody from that home nation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Paris and London, and then you've got Jacques Mou. I'm not very good at pronouncing French words. With the French team, which is a super clean, like very.
That's really cool as well.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a bit like.
I think this one was also probably very hard to cope, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's got a really cool aesthetic to it. And then obviously there's the Pata and Netherlands collab, which was crazy. You know, like that is just pure patterns. You know,
actually, it's a shame because these supposed to be like the pre-game jerseys, right?
Yeah.
But they're not really wearing those. Actually, I mean, they're not allowed to show any other brands.
Are they not?
No. Because the UK team they entered the game with the jersey, but there was no Palace at all on it. They were just grey.
FIFA. Yeah, and then we got the Virgil Abloh with the America.
I like this one a lot. That looked really cool when actually in on this one they really wore those shirts when they entered. But maybe that was just because Germany played the US team before the World Cup. Maybe that was when I saw those jerseys and.
Oh, really?
And then they were allowed to.
I think
the full.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not watch the America game or the USA.
They play
game
tonight.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Who against?
I don't know.
Don't know. Oh, you can kind of guess what day we're filming this by. Yeah, and then Sloan, who is honestly someone I've not heard of, but did the collab with the Nigeria team, which I think is really cool. I really like this white track jacket. Actually, I thought that was super cool. Piece -1 with the South Korea team. Someone was telling me that this is a label from a K-pop artist. I'm not the biggest fashion expert, so sorry if I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't know every brand. You know, I like brands, but I don't know every brand. So yeah, they had this.
But everything looks very cool too.
Everything looks super cool. They've got all super cool art direction on the photography, and they really did build up the hype as well for this. You know, and it was pretty sick. So that was Nike's kind of big thing. I mean, yeah, like I said before, they had the Travis Scott collaboration as well. and probably like 100 others. I can't even remember.
Mm.
But yeah, I think for me, in terms of Adidas's collaborations this time, I didn't hear as much, to be honest. I mean, there was the Willy Chavarria. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Who's fashion designer. Who did this really cool Mexico collaboration, and I think this is really sick. And then there's obviously that goalkeeper shirt.
I think he's also quite hot at the moment.
Yeah,
the guy.
Yeah. And Adidas had the Kith Messi Adidas collab.
There was also then it has to be with Adidas as well, because there was a Thrasher skate magazine Argentina jersey as well.
That was cool, actually. Well, the actual jersey with the blue diamonds on it, that was cool. See, this is my point. There's so much going on. That is really
now because I also thought, okay, this battle Nike has won, but now when you look at the other stuff, it's also the Adidas stuff is also cool.
No, it is, but I mean, I think I heard more about, I don't know, because I'm in my England bubble, right? And saw all of the England Palace stuff that was all over my Instagram for a while.
Yeah, it was very like everything they dropped everything at the same time.
Yeah,
right? They created probably more hype because there was one big moment where they launched all this collabs.
Yeah,
which was probably quite smart thing to do as well.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, and then I guess onto like fashion aside, there's the actual kits as well, you know. And Adidas released a lot of kits this season. I mean, they had like some really nice ones with like Mexico and Japan, and obviously the Germany kit. Well, the home kit as well, which is obviously inspired by
1990.
Yeah. Which was super cool. But the interesting thing again, the concept around them having, like, looking back in time, is that they have these kits, the ones with the originals logo, which has not been on the kits in 36 years. So this year they brought it back. Yeah, so this is a big thing for them.
Didn't know that.
So all these away kits are inspired by things in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and this is that's why they've all the away kits have got this on. And yeah, it kind of looks back into these kind of old like, because I mean, like, vintage football shirts are massive now. So it feels like the right time to bring out kits that are inspired by the vintage market, right? And they've really gone for that. And big shout out to the Scotland kit. That is wicked. I think it's supposed to be inspired by the salmon, but it kind of looks like Iron Brew. And yeah, big fan of that one. And also I like this Germany one as well, actually. It's very cool.
It's that's my first German jersey I ever bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Which is your favorite jersey?
Out of these away ones?
No, actually, the actual jersey on, like, they wear at the matches.
My favorite jersey. I can't think of more. I should quickly Google them. I mean, the USA one. I hate to say it. It's kind of cool.
Okay, we're just looking at all.
We're looking at all the kits now. This is great content.
So do you have maybe one in mind?
The Kurosawa away kit, the nice kind of pale yellow with the colourful Adidas stripes. That's cool.
Brazil is Brazil, right?
For me, the Nike kits, I mean, I saw an article talking about how with all these collaborations that they're moving into the fashion market a bit more now, as in like football fashion kind of thing, whereas the kits have always been super, super functional and like the highest tech, the best tech. And I can kind of see it in these kits, and like these collaborations are a move for them into fashion as well, which is what I can kind of see, because none of the Nike kits for me really say anything. It's more the Adidas kits. The France home shirt is really nice too.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to say France home shirt. That's my final answer. Do you have an answer?
I saw this one, and yeah, wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think it's really nice. So
yeah, for sure. Okay.
My favorite jersey this year. Nice. It's also, like, for Germany, very unexpected color palette.
Yeah, because I mean, you had the pink and purple ones.
Yeah, the pink one last time. Yeah,
big controversy, but I think it was one of the best-selling kits of all time for Germany.
I think it was.
So, you never know. See, wait for it to actually launch. Again, like logos, wait for them to wait for you to get the whole context before you start judging them. Okay,
Awesome.
so
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to
I mean, we could have gone on for
the
ages
World Cup
about
and
it,
what's
right?
going on and what the brands are doing to get the attention, to sell their merch. So always super interesting to follow that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching our little conversation here. If you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe, give us a like, and tell your friends. And yeah, thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Um,
It's been fun.
Thank you for staying here till the end. And we have the big moment, the big surprise. We forgot these.
We got some stickers.
We got some stickers.
This is a great excuse to buy stickers. And honestly, I forgot that. You know, every times when you remember you're an adult and you have your own money.
Yeah.
When I went to buy these, I was like, I can just buy these. I don't have to be a kid or have a kid or something. I don't need an excuse. But anyway, we wanted to do a big
Yeah. And also, if you are not interested, you can now switch off. We will take our time now to open this and reveal the players.
Do you want to go first? You can go first.
I'll go first. Okay, number 1. I can see it. It's
Ali from
Muhammad Ali.
Iraq.
All right, now you go.
No, okay, sure. We'll do it one at a time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What we got here? We start off with someone from Cape Verde. Pina.
You think we will? I mean, what do you think is the rarest and the biggest? Messi,
It's got to be
Ronaldo,
like shiny Messi, right?
Messi, Ronaldo. Okay, probably we will not have one of them. All right, next one is Austria. Stefan Posch from Austria.
Do you know him?
No.
Okay.
Plays for Como. Italy.
Dean Huijsen. I do know this player because he used to play in the Prem.
Did he?
Dean Huijsen. He plays for Madrid now. He's a decent. Well, he was in the Prem, but I don't know. I don't really watch much Spanish football, to be honest.
All right, next one. Who we have? All right, that's a difficult name as well. That's
Peru.
Which country is that?
Haiti.
France City Piro. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Next, Courtois. Great goalkeeper, legendary.
Belgium again. Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium.
No, he's Spanish. Ah, okay.
No,
No, him. I mean.
Yeah, that's my point. He's Spanish.
I thought he's Belgian. Okay.
Sounds Dutch.
All right. Courtois is big, yeah. I have someone from Jordan. Ali Olvan.
Solid. Okay, we've got a Croatian. Pasalic, something like that. I don't know. I'm really.
We need a big hitter here.
Yeah, we need.
Come on.
We need someone good. Should we speed it up?
All right. Next, from Ghana. Lamperty.
He plays in the Premier, I think.
Brighton. Italy. Fiorentina.
Oh, I feel like he used to play for Brighton. Anyway, Varela from Uruguay.
All right.
This isn't the best pack.
So I have another player from Iran. I think the second one, right? Was there one player from Iran?
Yeah,
no, Jordan.
Or
Jordan. Oh no, Iraq. Okay, sorry. Morteza Para.
This is just an experiment on how bad we are at pronouncing names.
Morteza Poralijanji. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Okay, next. Yes, Surman from New Zealand.
To be honest, that's our 5th package today.
Yeah.
No German player yet, right?
No German player.
Any England player? Also.
Oh, we got Jordan Pickford.
Oh yeah, Jordan Pickford.
The hothead Jordan Pickford. Well, that was a quite disappointing pack. Yeah, and a good example of how we're quite bad at pronouncing people's names.
Yeah, we need to spend more money on stickers.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.